Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back for a reshoot of a video that I've already done. Unfortunately, misplays were made. I made the terrible mistake of overwriting this video, which was supposed to be, again, a mail day showcasing. Overwrote it, so I got so frustrated with myself that I wanted to go ahead and attempt to reshoot and recreate the video that never was, and this is going to be that product result. So obviously everything's already out of the mail, but I'm going to quickly go over with you guys what I invested in. Starting with the Kashtira stuff. So surprisingly enough, it was been extremely difficult for me to get a playset of Prismatic Ogre. I ordered these originally about a month ago. The order got lost in the mail. It got canceled and I got refunded, which was good, but had to order them actually 2 separate times. And the 2023 Megatins, no one really bought them because they were completely overshadowed by the Rarity Collection. So it's taken me quite some time. The third one is in my Kashtira deck already, so that's the other 2 there. That is going to be all for this portion. I've been playing Commons for many months now, and I'm very, very happy to announce I'll be finally rocking the one of Prismatic Secret. The other 2 cards were finishing my playset of Foolish Burial Goods, which is in here. It was a 2-in-1, ordered 2 from one seller and 1 from the other right here. So I have my original Raging Tempest First Edition Secrets to complete my playset for the Master Sidebinder. Also, I still need 2 more, but I was able to get 1 original print New Challengers First Edition Ultra. I know, Ultra. It's disgusting, but these actually look really, really sharp, of Denko Sekka. So I have a playset of the first Secrets, which look pretty smooth, but I do appreciate the Ultras more for the original core set prints, which is, you know, completely sacrilegious to say, but I'm looking for 2 more of those, so started the playset with that one. Moving on to the extra deck content, it was just a playset of Sealantis, whatever this is, Dragon Zealantis. These are the Prismatic 2023 reprints. My theory on these, again, these were so affordable. These were like under $1 a piece, so I just procced a playset just to have, just in case, you know, this comes up and I need to run this card. I want to play it in my extra deck, one of my deck builds. But specifically for the original core set, Standard Secrets versus the Prismatic reprints from the tins, my rule of thumb is if the reprints are at least 50% less value, just go ahead and get the reprints for most things. For other things, it kind of changes. These were, you know, well under, like, about $1 a piece, and the original core set Standard Secrets were about, I think, like 5, 6, 4, so significantly more value. Long-term value, the original prints are going to hold more value, but these were just quick, easy, and it was an add-in. I just copped a playset really quick, 3 bones for 3 copies, just to have. They do look really nice. The Prismatics is very, very gorgeous. Again, you know, Gen 1 Yu-Gi-Oh players like myself, we used to only get Prismatic Secrets in, like, Game Boy promos way back in the day, in, like, the early 2000s, so it was really cool that Konami decided to bring those back with the, I believe it was the 2020 Megatins, when it started the whole trend of bringing the Prismatics back as standard ratios into the card print pool. Next is going to be some Forbidden Band cards, so you guys are going to see a little quick peek-see here into my Dark Addiction binders here. I got 18 Prismatic Secret Bestial Magma Hut. Again, everyone knows this card is at 1 currently. My Mexican theory, I really don't believe that everything stays on the list forever. It's not a matter of if it comes off the list, it's a matter of when it comes off the list and if it gets errated or not. These were under 2 bones. They were roughly around like a bone 0.5, so I copped a 18 stack. Really, really gorgeous. I absolutely love, I like the supers too. You know, I have a couple of the supers. I have more of these, but just right now, you know, these are just kind of in the front here. But the Prismatics really do take the cake. I think they look really, really nice. They're very dark, very boxy. prismatic goodness. So they came out really cool as the reprints, secrets. And then the other card, I think that was, is it in here? I don't know if it's in here or not. Probably it's in here. Oh, and then yes. And then the other card was a playset of Super Snow. So this is out of OTS 5. So very, very old. These look super, super gorgeous. I copped these for 2 bones a piece, so 6 for the playset. They were listed as mod play, but they're honestly more like very light play. They're in really, really good shape, and this card just looks gorgeous. And Snow is just a ridiculous man card. And right now, this is the highest rarity that we have. And I really do like OTS Supers a lot. So copped a playset of those very affordably. And for the last of the cards, it was 3 prismatic Mystic Mine. Again, this is banned, rightfully so. I completely, and not a big fan of this card, but unfortunately, I do believe it will come off the list. I'm not sure if it'll come off to 2. But I think it'll definitely start off at 1 again. So very, very affordable. Again, these are well under a bone. I've been meaning to do a market watch video for quite some time. I'm in my senior year of my undergraduate program here in upstate New York, and I've just been insanely busy with like my internship, my service learning hours. And anyway, I'm trying to get as much content, push out as much content to you guys on the daily as possible. Hence why I'm reshooting this video, because I was really kicking myself in the back for for messing up the video. And then the prismatic reprint variants of Runic Fountain. So this is at 2 right now. I think any variant is pretty good to invest in. If you want to go full on high caliber, you can go collector's rare, but those are actually obviously going to cost you more upfront in the initial investment, but obviously they're the highest rarity and they're going to hold the most value. But I think these secrets look gorgeous and they're very, very affordable. Again, I got these for about a bone a piece, just the same with the prismatic mines, a bone a piece for the first prismatics. So 18 fountains. And again, there'll be a market watch soon. I'll be going through and kind of reviewing and breaking down those investments. So that was all for the mail day that I just completely debauched. So recovered. And I'm also going to be doppling this with my deck profile that I'm going to be playing for the Wednesday night local tournament. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a showcasing by Autumn's Allure. My name is the White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video. Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back for a deck profile, deck update. This is going to be for my Kashtira variant. Went to a very, very small, extremely small, probably the smallest locals I've ever been to in my life. 5-player local tournament, Wednesday tournament today. Ended up getting 2nd place, and it was a 3-round tournament. My first round was against Monkanko, and that was literally the whole 45 minutes was game 1, and I ended up taking the game 1 at the very end. I haven't played that deck in forever. I kind of forgot, what the entire deck does. No one's really playing the deck, so complete surprise. I did end up getting Nibiru'd in that game as well, but 45 minutes, game 1, was able to take game 1. Right at the end of the 45 minutes, so I took the match. Round 2 was against Branded Despia. That was 3 games, and I was able to win that one. And then nothing really stood out. I mean, I had good hits. I had removal control. Fisher does a lot of work, puts in a lot of work against Branded Despia. Still debating if I want to take out Shifter for game 2 and 3 against that deck, but leaning towards keeping it in because going second, it does defend against the Gimmick Puppet Lock, which is really, really detrimental. But Fisher is the one who is definitely the MVP against that deck and has been for quite some time. Round 3 was a Dinosaur. Pure Dinosaurs, we only went to 2 games. That was my only loss out of the 3 rounds. That was a 2-game loss, so just straight loss, complete loss there. I won the dice roll. I went first. Didn't open super good. And you guys know how dinos are. I mean, they pretty much just need to, if they get full combo, I mean, they'll hit you in one turn. A lot of damage, a lot of bodies on board, big bodies. So I don't remember exactly what happened. I didn't really, hand wasn't optimal game 1. and I didn't get graveyard control. No shifter, no fisher, so he was able to get into the Conductor Tyranno and just, hit me for 8k. Game 1. Game 2, sided in very, very heavy, protection, and tried to get to the removal cards as fast as possible, because that plus Vanities completely just locks that deck down for the most part. Did not get anything that I needed. Completely bricked. I think I opened up 3 Unicorn and 2 Fenrir, or maybe it was like 2 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, and I don't remember what the other monster was, but it was all monsters. All 5 cards were monsters. It was just an utter terrible hand, but every once in a while, that's just kind of the way it is. Cashier is super, super good, really flexible, really quick to combo off, but sometimes, unfortunately, you do brick, and you just kind of have to roll with the punches on that. So I bricked and lost, and then just lost outright, and that was what bumped me down from first to second. Again, it was an extremely small tournament, so it was only 6 bones of credit. I had 4 bones of credit on the record, so I just went really expensive. These were like 5 plus per pack, but I just procced off all my credit to get 2 Phantom Nightmare, and then I was able to cop 3 OTS. We got 120, 123, and 124. So this is going to be the first time opening the new OTS, so happy to crack that on camera for you guys. Really quick, we're going to turbo through the deck profile. Main deck monsters is 1 Ogre, 1 Scareclaw, 3 Dimensional Shifter, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Rise Heart, 3 Unicorn, 3 Fenrir. Main deck magics, 1 Called By, 1 Terraforming, 3 Dimensional Fisher. If you guys aren't familiar with my deck profiles, this is like MVP. This is so key. This stops Droll, this starts Effect Veiler, this stops DD Crow. For those crazy people that are playing Ogre, this just says no to the graveyard. This stoppable shifter just completely blow out. It's really, really good. It's really strong, and I really highly recommend it as a 3 of, especially in this format, in all Cashier builds. Cosmic Cyclone at 3, just really good. Horus, Runic, specifically. Ball round is really great. Spot removal. Triple Dark Hole. I know some people prefer like Raigeki, because it just blows out your opponent's field, but this is, I think, personally better from my personal experience, because if you need to in a pinch, you can clear your own board, so you can go ahead and proc off a special summon from Unicorn or Fenrir from your hand, so I like personally to do Dark Hole. Back on 3 Prosperity, really just can't get away from this card, is the best way to dig for your resources. I know people have different thoughts on this, but it's just, I can't find anything better. I've tried to do other variants, but 3 Prosperity is definitely giving me the best results. So back on 3 Prosperity, 3 Birth, 3 Theosis, and 3 Planet. There is a 1 card difference change, and that is specifically in the side. I took out the Dark Bribe. For protection, I'm only running Mind Over Matter now. I was running a single Dark Bribe, but I ended up swapping the Bribe for a Preparations. I decided that Preparations, it's something I'm only going to play going first. That's hence why it is in the side deck, because when it's my turn to go first, I put this in as a going first card. Obviously, I run the 1 Ogre, so it's searchable off the 1 Ogre, so you can +1 off of it if it's in the deck. If you open up Ogre, you could search the Preparations. Also, with my particular build, I am huge advocate fan on graveyard removal and control, running the 3 Fisher, of course running the 3 Shifter. This just automatically makes this card a lot more accessible and a lot more a toolbox resource, so hence why I decided to bring it back. I was playing this for a while, I cut it, and now I'm bringing it back because I really, really like it a lot. Additional potential access to bodies. So side deck, your going first cards, of course, is going to be the Preparations, the 3 Mind Over Matter. If you guys are familiar with this card, this is a super old school card from the Dueling Genesis. Basically, it's a Solemn Judgment, except instead of paying half your life points, you just proc off a Psychic monster, which all the Cashier monsters are Psychic, besides Rise Heart. Rise Heart's the only Warrior, everything else is Psychic. Even Shangira is Psychic as well, so very, very, good utility box. Rivalry of the Warlords, another great thing. Again, the majority of your cards are Psychic, so really good control on that for going first. And just recently, I updated the 2 Vanities Fiend. This card's just completely blow out. You can use it going first or second, because you main the dark holes, but it's so much stronger going first. That is why I side it in for going first, because you go full combo and then you proc this off at the end of the turn. They can't nib you under this. Obviously, you can't really extend after this because you can't special summon anyway. But if you want to go ahead, set up your board to maximum effect, and then drop this as your 5th summon, they can't nib you under this. Also, I do also run Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. That's also the last 2 cards going second. This is really good for Labyrinth. This is really good for Brandon Despia. And just, you know, dark decks are just always going to be around, and this is just a really, really great card. Dark World and Tier Element too, randomly. Really good stuff, still around, still sees action. So, again, these are going to be your, so you have your floodgates. These are going to be your floodgates. You have your protection for your floodgates. Evenly matched, Harpy's Feather Duster, Zeus are all, you know, completely blowout, detrimental against this deck. Even, you know, Lightning Storm or so, that's going to defend against that if you get, you know, lucky to, you know, Prosperity into it or to draw these outright. So more resource utility box for getting more bodies on board quicker. And again, just, you know, more control. Vanities is all just all about control. You do your combo, you go first, you proc off your bodies, drop this, lock your opponent out. It is very vulnerable to Imperm. Almost everyone and their mother is running a playset of Imperm, but other than that, unless they're maining something crazy, like some crazy spot removal. I wouldn't recommend this against Runic builds. Runic build just has way too many, you know, they have the magic card that negates, the magic card that destroys. It's just there's way too much spot removal to play this card, really. It's not as effective, I don't think, against the Runic, unless you get really, really lucky. But pretty much everything else, it's super, 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 super good going first if you can draw into it. You have to drop into it, you know, have to drop it turn 1 for it to be effective. Your going second cards, of course, is going to be your playset of Evenly Match for, you know, obviously going second, and then Lava Golem. Now, sometimes if I'm playing, like, you know, something very, very, you know, crazy extra deck like Sword Soul or even Generator Boss, I do keep these in, even going first, just to have pretty much stopless spot removal against those crazy extra deck cards, because they're just so crazy, those extra deck cards. But other than that, it's a really rare occasion. These are primarily going to be the going second cards, and I am just an avid fan of this. Like almost every deck that I play, these 6 slots continuously go to these, because these are the kings of going second. So that's the 15 card side. Nothing changed in the extra deck since my previous deck profile update. 1 Baron, 1 BLS Link, 1 Little Knight, 1 Sky Crisis, 2 Big Eye, 3 Red Eyes, Flare, Metal Dragon. I absolutely love Swarming Board, going full combo, hitting for almost 8k, and then you do have to risk it, because usually this is going to be, you know, more than your 5th or beyond your 4th summon to drop this. But if they don't have really low card count in their hand, it's really, really good. It feels really great to hit for almost game, and then go to main phase 2 and hit and proc off Red Eyes, and just basically sit there and watch them reap, as they have like no cards that they can activate next turn. If you don't get nibbed, you know, that's usually the point, like, you know, that you risk it. You usually get nibbed if you get unlucky and they have the nib in the hand. 3 Shangira. It's crazy to me that so many players are only playing one of these. I've been researching a lot of other deck profiles. Recently, I just joined a Kashtira Facebook group, and the majority of the builds on there only run 1 Shangira, and that's just so insane to me. Like, the utility with this, Doppeled with Planet, and just continuously having the threat on board of specialing summon bodies out every single turn is just super, super good. Obviously, it's a big target for Impermanent Ash, and, you know, it happens all the time. But it's just super, super good. And, you know, the non-activating destruction protection is just really, really great. And then the last 3 cards, of course, is Dark Arm, the Dragon of Annihilation. Not once per turn, multiple spot removal. It does target, unfortunately, but just really, really great. That is all for the deck profile. One of my friends, really, really nice. So I recently invested in the entire engine of the Horus. I had none of the cards. Well, I pulled a couple of the supers, and one of my friends gave me one of the main deck secrets. I pulled an Upseti, like a long time ago. I pulled 1 Upseti. I just ordered 2 offline, and pretty much the only thing that I'm missing, I have like a playset of everything except for the 3 deities. Now that I have this one that my friend gave me, and the 3 tombs of whatever, the field magic card that came out of Phantom Nightmare. So you need to get 3 of the field magic card, and then 2 more deities, and then everything else is coming in the mail. So been working in the lab trying to think of some creative ways to incorporate a new deck beyond Kastura, and I really leaning towards blending something with the Horus engine, just because it's super fun and very powerful. So really thankful. Shout out to them. That was really generous. Really happy to pick up this. So now I just am missing 5 cards essentially, 3 of the field spells, field magics, and then 2 deities. Okay, so the OTS pack. So to close out this video, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start with these Phantom Nightmare packs. These were from the top of the boxes, so if you guys believe in, pack magic, maybe these might not be so good, but we'll see what we can get here. So we did get an ultra rare, Goblin Biker Grand Bash. I don't think this is much value. It is an ultra rare though, so out of 2 packs, not that bad to get an ultra. I can probably proc that off to someone. People seem to be kind of interested in some of the Goblin stuff. Second pack of Phantom. Again, I'm looking for the Tombs, which is a super rare. I'm looking for this, which is a secret rare, so we can see what we can get here. And we actually got one. That's actually really cool. I know that my chances of getting either the Deity or Walls of the Imperial Tomb was, it's just a super, so I mean, a little bit more likely on this, but I'm really happy that I was able, out of 2 packs, I was able to get at least 1 of these. So I just need 2 more of these, 2 more of these, so really breaking it all down. So really happy to get that. That was really great. So that's really awesome. Let's just check really here the commons. There's some cool commons in this set, but okay. All right, so really cool. That was really awesome. I was really not expecting to get this. I know this isn't that super hard to pull, but just the sheer fact that, my friend hooked me up with this, and then I was able to cop some credit and cop this, just, it's pretty cool, because the rest of the engine is going to be here pretty soon. Let's go with the new set, OTS 24. I know that this says Harpy's Feather Duster as one of the ultimates, and then there's, I think, Chaos Angel. We actually did get an ultimate rare, so it is the Rock of the Vanquisher. It looks pretty alright. It's probably hard to see on the camera. At first glance, it looks a little faded and not really embedded, but if you turn it to the side, you can really see the spiral foils and the kind of the purple and the silver, like melted mercury here, which looks pretty good. So really cool that, the very first pack of the brand new OTS 24, I did pull an ultimate. Really cool. I think it's definitely probably it's not anywhere as near as valuable as Harpy's Feather Duster or as Chaos Angel, but still really cool, really special, and very thankful, and just so cool to the very first OTS 24. That's just such great luck to open an ulti. So really cool stuff on that. Moving on to OTS 23. We got Super here. And OTS 20. We have a Ninja Grand something. This has been a showcasing by Autumn's Allure. My name is the White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.